Joining me today in welcoming you are members of the Mendota High School Board of Education, administration, and many faculty members. Thank you for joining us. Please note the insert in your program where many award winners are listed. This list will be expanded today with additional awards, and they are an overview of the many awards, scholarships, and achievements our students have qualified for and won. The students seated before you have made a commitment to work with faculty, staff, and parents in their academic preparation. These students are prepared for success, whether they choose to enter college, workforce training programs, the military, or the workforce itself upon graduating from high school. Mendota High School has provided a rigorous academic foundation that includes the skills and knowledge needed for college and career readiness. The class of 2021 has achieved great success, and they have especially worked hard to persevere through the last 15 months of a global pandemic. Thankfully, our district was already a one-to-one district with Chromebooks for all students. However, none of us were prepared for remote learning. We had to learn how a student who is at home for an extended period of time can still be a functioning part of a classroom. We had to learn how to deepen relationships with students in new ways as students took greater responsibility for their learning. Students were also asked to be stronger community members as they were expected to learn with COVID stipulations like face masks and dividers in their classrooms to protect themselves and others. Students were given opportunities to be leaders in school and at home. They were responsible for greater outside obligations by providing for the health and welfare of family members, contributing to additional financial obligations, and even caring for younger siblings. Class of 2021, you did all of this with hard work and perseverance. Class of 2021, you did all of this and you still achieved a 90% graduation rate. These efforts have only been possible because of parent and community support and involvement. From their first day of preschool through their last day in high school and graduation today, you have been the foundation of their learning and nurtured them to develop into the great people they are today. We would like to thank all of the parents and family members here for support and dedication. You see seated today 99 of the 109 graduates of the class of 2021. It is with great pride that we present them to you. Again, thank you for joining us today. Graduates, I encourage you to be a perpetual student and a constant learner in life. I say with certainty today, the class of 21 demonstrated respect, pride, and determination during your high school years. May you treasure every moment in your life ahead, make the most of each day, and yes, be on time. What you do with what you have learned now depends on you. Good luck, and you are always welcome here as proud alum of Mendota High School. At this time, please join me in welcoming Paris Staklowitz, President of the Student Council.
Hello. There are 720 days of high school, and graduation comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend the rest of our lives. Everyone here is capable of incredible things, like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mummy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving a monkey a shower, surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain, finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving our families insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do for the rest of our lives. So stick with us, because the class of 2021 are gonna do it all. Yes, stick with us, because the class of 2021 are gonna do it all. I'm sorry, Mrs. Augenbaugh, for making a title sequence. As you can see, there are many possibilities and things to do for the rest of our lives. The Phineas and Ferb theme song is a song I think most of the students in this room grew up with, and a lot of the parents had to listen to. The actual name of this song is Today is Going to Be a Great Day by Bowling for Soup, where every day is a great day and they change the world one day at a time. The class of 2021 has the ability to change the world one day at a time, and the people in these seats are so ready to do that. So, class of 2021, today is going to be a great day, and so is the rest of our lives.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Monica Dankenbrink-Zimmerline and Miss Charlie Dankenbrink, who will present the James Dankenbrink Memorial Scholarship.
They say that your legacy is every life you touch. James Dankenbrink was always willing to help when needed. James worked to make things better for everyone. It is in his spirit that we established the James Dankenbrink Memorial Scholarship 11 years ago. The purpose of this $2,000 scholarship is to support a deserving high school graduate in his or her pursuit of post-secondary education. It is to be awarded to a graduating senior who currently attends Mendota High School, must maintain a grade point of average 2.0 or above, and has good attendance and discipline record. Each student had to submit an essay describing their education and career goals, ways in which each community they serve their community, and beyond all applicants were very deserving individuals, and it made the decision a difficult one. It is our honor to announce this year's winner, Ella Massey. Congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2021.
And at this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Jan Phelan, who will be presenting the First State Bank Scholarship.
Good afternoon. I'm thrilled that we've been able to gather today to celebrate all of your accomplishments during what was perhaps the most challenging year of your education to date. I'm honored to be a part of your celebration. We established the First State Bank Scholarship in 2000 as a way of showing our commitment to our community and assist our future leaders. Interested students submit application packets containing selection criteria that include grade point averages, ACT scores, civic and extracurricular activities, personal references, and a short essay summarizing their greatest accomplishment and their future plans. The Bank Scholarship Committee, with assistance from the MHS administration, then determines the scholarship recipients. 2 recipients will each receive a $2,000 reward. I'm very proud to announce the 2021 First State Bank Scholarships will be awarded to Jack Beets. Congratulations. And Miss Sabrina Belamonte. Congratulations and good luck to all of you.
In presenting the next 8 awards and scholarships, I would like to ask the recipients to please remain standing until all have been presented. The American Legion Award. The objectives of the American Legion School Award Medal Program is to place emphasis on the development of the qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, to develop and honor those ideals of Americanism among young people, which will make them citizens of the highest type. This year's recipients are Jack Beets, son of Brooke Beets, and Paris Staklowitz, daughter of Russell and Jennifer Staklowitz. Next is the Aaron Olson Memorial Baseball Scholarship. Aaron Olson was a senior at Mendota High School when he died tragically in a single vehicle accident. As a member of the baseball team, he focused on both athletics and high achievement. Aaron was a recipient of one of the highest academic honors in the state. As an Illinois State Scholar, Aaron performed in the top of his high school class and scored in the 95th percentile on the ACT college admission test. Aaron had fun, played baseball, and maintained high academic standards. He was a good team member and greatly missed by fellow students of the class of 2014. The Aaron Olson Memorial Baseball Scholarship is a $1,000 award to honor both athletics and academic achievement. The annual scholarship will be awarded to a baseball player who has played 2 or more years in the baseball program while maintaining a grade point average of 3.0 or better. It is my pleasure to announce the scholarship winner this year, Derek Nanez, son of Amador Nanez and the late Casas Sandoval. Next is the Ben Bokus Memorial Scholarship. Ben Bokus was a 2018 graduate of Mendota High School. Ben was a student athlete who loved to compete. He played 3 sports, football, basketball, and baseball, all 4 years of high school. During his senior year, he was co-captain of all 3 sports. Ben also excelled academically. He was an Illinois State Scholar and an all-conference Big Northern student athlete. Ben was a member of the National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society. He led by example and stood up for others. Ben was planning to attend Black Hawk College to study accounting and play baseball. However, he was diagnosed with leukemia and received treatment at St. Jude Hospitals in Memphis and Peoria. He reacted to the diagnosis just like everything else in his life. He fought it with everything he had. The $1,000 scholarship will be awarded to a student athlete with a demonstrated record of academic achievement with at least a 3.0 GPA, athletic involvement in at least 2 sports, and demonstrated leadership. It is with great pleasure to present this scholarship to Jenna O'Donnell, daughter of Mike and Nicole O'Donnell. Next is the Jacob Family Scholarship. The Clara Cyprianson and Alfred O. Jacob Scholarship Fund was established in 1997 by Jeannie Jacob, her husband Jerry Frank, and her brother Tom Jacob to honor the memory of Jeannie and Tom's parents, Clara Cyprianson Jacob, who taught in the Mendota Public Schools for more than 35 years, and Alfred Otto Jacob, who was a civic leader and lifelong resident of Mendota. The purpose of the Jacob Scholarship is to provide assistance to a Mendota high school student to attend the college of his or her choice. Jeannie, her husband Jerry, and her brother Tom feel that Clara and Al Jacob would be pleased to know that they are still helping the youth of Mendota pursue their dreams. The scholarship winner this year is Javier Perez, son of Nellie Cornell. The Jason Kent Johnson Memorial Award. The Jason Kent Johnson Memorial Award was established to honor Jason, a 1999 graduate of Mendota High School. This award honors a student athlete who mirrors Jason's commitment to athletics, community service, leadership, and who holds passion and focus for the fields of health, medicine, and education. While enrolled at Mendota High School, Jason excelled in academics and athletics through golf, basketball, and baseball. He attended Monmouth College, graduating with a bachelor's degree in biology. After college, he moved to Chicago and began a career developing health and education-focused research aimed at improving the lives of society's most marginalized communities. Jason's career focused on improving the world through research, education, and service to others. He worked on several prominent federally funded research studies across the United States, Puerto Rico, and Kenya. His impact can be seen in numerous peer-reviewed publications, juried presentations, research protocol, and curricula that exists in school and universities across the United States and Kenya. Jason radiated a genuine compassion to anyone he ever met. He was an active supporter of many community service activities, holding leadership roles on several boards and organizations. The Scholarship Committee is proud to honor a student who represents the focus, leadership, and passion that Jason so keenly exemplified. We hope that all future award recipients will embody Jason's legacy as an MHS alumni who served the world with their brain and heart every single day. This year's recipient of the Jason Kent Johnson Memorial Award is Jenna O'Donnell, daughter of Mike and Nicole O'Donnell. The Morris Morgan Award is a $1,500 award to be given to a student who plans to pursue a course of study leading to at least a bachelor's degree. This senior student shall have earned a minimum 3.2 grade point average at the end of 7 semesters and is planning to enter a vocation directly related to the study of math or science. It is my pleasure to announce this year's winner, Amanda Barrett, daughter of Dr. Jeff Barrett and the late Susan Barrett. The Odin Jordo Kiwanis Club Scholarship is presented to a member of the senior class who plans to attend a college and major in education. The scholarship is named in honor of Odin Jordal, an educator who devoted 29 years of his life to working with students in the Mendota schools, helping them to adjust to life's challenges. The $1,000 monetary award will go directly to the chosen college. The scholarship is based on financial need, attitude toward studies, and future plans. It is my pleasure to announce this year's winner is Javier Perez, son of Nellie Coronel. Scott Ryder graduated from Mendota High School in 1987. The creations that Mr. Ryder has in his mind were always years ahead of his time. His long list of accomplishments include 2 Division III NHRA drag racing championships in 1994 and 1997. He was also Illinois State BMX champion in 1988. He designed and developed the Delta One and V-Series drag racing wheels. The Delta One is the most innovative wheel in NHRA drag racing history. He also holds 15 patents for wheel designs and modifications. For all of those accomplishments and everything he has done from an engineering standpoint, he credits it to the industrial arts classes he took at Mendota High School nearly 30 years ago. Former teachers such as Jerry Webb and Jim DeFano were the ones that sparked his interest in the technical concepts of engineering and design. It is my pleasure to introduce the recipient of the Scott Ryder Memorial Scholarship to Samuel Lawrence, son of Fanny Rivera. Congratulations, students. You may be seated. The state of Illinois was among the first in the country to allow school districts to award a state seal of biliteracy for students who demonstrate a high level of proficiency in one or more languages, in addition to English. The demand for employees to be fluent in more than one language is increasing both in Illinois and throughout the world. The state seal of biliteracy is a recognition given to graduating high school students who have demonstrated a high level of proficiency in English and in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in another language. Students recognized today tested as juniors on the SAT and the Advanced Placement Language and Culture Test, or they tested as seniors on the Assessment of Performance Toward Proficiency in Language test. Students, please stand when your name is called. The class of 2021 is proud to honor the State Seal of Biliteracy Award, which is the highest test designation. To Daisy Arteaga, Kana Arteaga, Amanda Barrett, Sabrina Belmonte, Janice Gonzalez, Leilani Landeros, Sam Lawrence, Madison Michalasek, Derek Nunez, Natalie Orozco, Madison Pappas, Javier Perez, Rosavelia Rocha, Ramiro Salinas, and the state commendation of biliteracy recipients: Ashley Calamaco, Janeth Hermosillo, Twyla Martinson, and Isabella Nunez. Congratulations. You may be seated. Next, I am pleased to introduce the High Honor Academic Graduates. Every year, students in Illinois are recognized as Illinois State Scholars when their GPA is combined with their SAT score. These students have earned both a high grade point average and a high SAT college admission test score. They have truly excelled in both academic grades and college readiness testing. Their photos are proudly displayed on the Illinois State Scholar Wall outside the gym. The top 13 members of the class of 2021 are seated with us today and are wearing a high honor academic graduate medal. We are honored to recognize them for their hard work and achievement. Graduates, please stand and be recognized as I announce your name. Amanda Barrett, Amelia Bromanchenko, Daisy Contreras, Mary DeFore, Sam Lawrence, Grace Leifheit, Lily Linden, Twyla Martinson, Ella Massey, Madison Michaelasek, Jenna O'Donnell, Madison Pappas, Rosavilia Rocha. Congratulations. It is my pleasure to introduce the High Honor Speaker, Ms. Madison Pappas, to present to the class of 2021.
Dear class of 2021, peers, acquaintances, teammates, classmates, and friends. Wow, here we are. We did it. We finished high school. For some of us, yikes, close call. I never thought I would be here staring at all the faces of the people I have spent the majority of my life with for the last time ever. For most of us, we have spent the last 12 years looking at the same faces at school. We have pushed our way through Blackstone, Lincoln, Northbrook, Holy Cross, and finally MHS to find our way here in these seats with our entire futures waiting for us. Whether you have lived here all your life or just recently began attending Mendota schools, know that you have contributed to some amazing memories that will be everlasting among your classmates. It feels like just a little while ago we were doing Lincoln relay races or having the time of our lives at Laredo Taft. How did this moment come so fast? How have we eaten our last MHS popcorn chicken bowl or slammed our lockers shut for the last time? How have we taken our last high school math test and sat in our assembly seats for the last time? How have we been a part of the last student section, and now how are we saying our last goodbyes? This year has been a long season of emotional farewells. The year seemed to pass in the blink of an eye. Fall semester came and went, followed quickly by spring semester. Athletes played their hardest on the courts, fields, and tracks for the last time, and musicians played and sang their final notes as tears filled their eyes, and now here we are, sitting together as the class of 2021 for the last time. These final few weeks, however, have been the hardest. They didn't quite feel real. It was hard to fully enjoy the last moments at MHS because most of my time was spent thinking about the moments that would be missed. I looked at the familiar faces around me and listened to the echoing laughter in the classrooms. It soon hit me that I would not be able to experience this daily life with these people ever again. These people that I created the best memories with. We all walked into this school for the first time as completely different people. Take a look around you. Look at how everyone has changed. We are not the freshmen that we were 4 years ago. We are adults now, ready to face the actual world. As you look around, you are looking at future doctors, farmers, mathematicians, journalists, politicians, police officers, engineers, athletes, musicians, soldiers, electricians, carpenters, and so much more. You are looking at our entire future. Each person in this world, is going to make a difference in this world. How cool is it that we get to witness the people that we grew up with accomplish that? The future may seem scary and unknown, but I am confident in the fact that we will get through this. We will make fresh memories and experience additional problems. Whatever you plan to do after graduation, whether or not it be college, it will be different. You will face more challenges and go through more hardships. But when those times come,
Just remember all that you have pushed through so far. We are ready for this, I promise. It's okay to be nervous, but make sure you are just excited as well. Because the future is going to bring us some amazing times, and we are going to make our high school selves proud. Before we part today, I want you to look around here at your classmates, teachers, and friends, and think about every memory that you have made with them and hold on to those memories forever. Take it all in, because this may be the last time you see some of these faces. I hope that someday we will all reunite and reminisce on these challenging times. I hope we remember that we pushed through all that we pushed through, especially in this hectic pandemic year, and realize that it was all worth it. Because although it may not seem like it right now, it will be. Thank you to all of you that are sitting in front of me right now. You have all made such a difference in my life as well as many others. I cannot wait to see all that you accomplish. You are all incredible people in your own unique ways, and you will all do amazing at this thing called adulting. I encourage you all to have courage and be kind as you go on this journey, because in the end, being kind is all that matters. Congratulations, class of...
Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Jeff Prusader, Superintendent, who will present the class of 2021.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. On behalf of the Board of Education, we extend our sincere congratulations to you, the class of 2021. To state the obvious, this school year was quite a challenge. It was a school year that started with so many unknowns and questions that simply had no answers. On June 4th of last year, your teachers, staff, and administrators held our first of many meetings to lay out a plan that we could hopefully get you back into school for in-person learning this school year. The plan that was developed over the summer was ambitious, and many thought was impossible. After all, during a global pandemic, who in their right frame of mind would open school for in-person learning all day, every day? The answer to that question is not a simple one. What I hope you've observed this school year and realized how powerful we can all be when we have a common goal and a common mission. Let's start with your teachers and staff at MHS. Your senior year at MHS has been the result of a very dedicated and caring staff. The teachers, cafeteria staff, school nurse, paraprofessionals, custodians, bus drivers, secretaries, and administrators were committed to providing you the senior year that you deserved. Each would have their own story for how their jobs changed this year so you could be in school. Not one single staff member at MHS ever wavered on their commitment to you. We are very, very thankful and appreciative of their caring and dedicated staff at MHS. They proved this year that the students at MHS are the #1 priority. I cannot imagine a more dedicated group of professionals. Many of them are seated on the track today. I think it's only appropriate this time that we show them our appreciation for their dedication with a round of applause. Thank you, teachers. A special thank you should be offered to your parents for their support and understanding during this past school year. I'm sure many of them had doubts and concerns, but because of their trust and faith in you, they felt very confident that you would be safe and successful this school year. Please do not take for granted the guidance and support your parents have provided to you, not just this year, but every year. They are very proud of you. Thank you, parents. talk about the class of 2021 because that's why we're here today. You may not realize this, but there's not a group more responsible for our successful school year than the class of 2021. Each of you should forever be proud and carry a sense of pride for what you accomplished during your senior year. This past school year, we had several new requirements, procedures, and rules that if they were not followed, would have led to failure. I've been fortunate to be at MHS for over 20 years, and what I've learned is that the senior class sets the climate, tone, and the culture for the upcoming school year. That's an awesome power to have. Think back to all the challenges that we faced this school year. You had the beginning of the school year delayed by 3 weeks. Once we got started, you had to line up daily before school started to have your temperatures taken before you could even enter the building. You had to wear a mask all day, every day. You were assigned to 1 of 3 different lunches, remaining there most of the time. Some of you had your lockers moved. Some of your classes had to be moved to larger rooms, such as the media center or auditorium. We changed the structure of your school day. Teachers had to change the way they taught class. Many of your favorite school activities were canceled or postponed. You were told all too many times to social distance. Seriously, that's no way to enjoy your senior year. It's not fair to you that your once-in-a-lifetime experience of being a senior was being so dramatically changed. But you were awesome, and here's why. Little did you know that every underclassman was watching your every move to see if you're really going to follow all those crazy new rules and regulations. Because remember what I said? The senior class has this awesome power to set the tone of our school year. And if you weren't going to buy into the changes, they weren't going to buy into the changes either. You passed this test with flying colors. And I'm not sure if we've ever been so proud of how a group of individuals responded to an unfair challenge that was presented to them. Please remember that what we accomplished this year is not common, nor is it easy. Not many schools did what we did. We were able to be in session all day, every day, without a single pause because of your outstanding leadership and the character that you displayed beginning on September 8th. You weren't going to feel sorry for yourselves. You were going to make the best of what would be presented to you. For that, the staff at MHS will forever be grateful and never forget what we accomplished together this year. In my opinion, what was accomplished your senior year is one of the greatest achievements that Mendota High School has ever experienced. Remember what I said at the beginning of my remarks. An important lifelong lesson learned this year was the power of what can be accomplished by everyone working together for the common good of all involved. Caring, compassion, flexibility, and understanding are game changers. You exhibited every one of those characteristics. As you move on to the next phase of your life, take what you learned, experienced, and achieved this year with you. By doing so, you'll continue to experience much success. But more importantly, you'll have a positive impact on others and society as a whole. That class of 2021 is powerful. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Members of the Board of Education, I'm proud to certify to you on behalf of the administration and faculty of Mendota Township High School District 280 that the students presented before you have completed all the requirements of the state of Illinois and the Board of Education of Mendota Township High School and are eligible to receive their diplomas they are about to be presented. I proudly present the class of 2021. Graduates, you may move your tassels. At this time, I invite the class of 2021 to please come forward to receive your diplomas. Thank you.
Today is about honoring the graduates before you. We ask for your cooperation, that you allow every graduate's name to be heard as they are announced. Alexis Nicole Arteaga. Daisy Anae Arteaga. Felicia Nicole Arteaga. Kana Arteaga. Piper Lee Artman. Eli Avila. Amanda Louise Barrett. Cody Brian Beckett. Jack Joseph Beats. Lauren Beats. Sabrina Belmonte. Marley Bryn Bell. Amelia Bromenschenkel. Hope Elizabeth Brown. Joshua Buchanan. Ashley Calamaco. Isabella Marie Caruso. Andres Castaneda. Ty Patrick Connolly. Christian Marley Dean. Mary Elizabeth DeFore. Liliana Nicole Delgado. Dylan Michael Denault. Ashton Christopher Dewey. Taylor R. Diaz. Shay Andrew Doty. Olivia Anna Marie Eddy. Mateo James Escatel. Jalen Fitzgerald. Rihanna Fitzgerald. Brandon Lee Franklin. Kelly Mae Fry. Samantha Ann Marie Farrar. Dugan C. Gatlin. Julian Godina. Morgan Gonda. Janice Gonzalez. Matthew E. Grenter. Abel Guerra. Bonnie Grace Hall. Lindsay Sue Harper. Jeanette Hermosillo. Rigoberto Hermosillo. Zeke Robert Hessenberger. Cody Matthew Jenner. Camille Charnay Marie Jones. Kennedy Elizabeth Kaiser. Charles Cage Kaufman. Matthew Kurdenak. Gage Matthew Lamson. Leilani Landeros. Samuel Marvin Lawrence. Noah Kevin Joseph Lee. Grace May Lifeit. Alexis Marie Matchka. Michael Martin. Kelsey Martin. Crystal Martinez. Twyla Lanai Martinson. Ella Olivia Massey. Jasmine Desiree Matheson. Eve May McDowell. Madison Lynn Michaelasek. Angel Montalvo. Derek Nanez. Isabella Sky Nanez. Kaysen Novak. Jenna Catherine O'Donnell. Amaya Olivas. Natalie Samantha Orozco. Madison Ella Pappas. Javier Perez Jr. Kylie Ann Marie Plock. Malik Preston. Lisbeth Amanda Quintana. Silver Quiroga. Amelia Raya. Sarah K. Reeser. Tara C. Reeser. Rosavilia Rocha. Angel Roman Jr. Nicholas Rosales. Tanya Guadalupe Rosas. Alexander Ray Rummery. Helena May Rupp. Ramiro Salinas. Joshua Schmidt. Jocelyn Serrano. Hunter Ray Siebert. Madison Bailey Marie Smith. Paris Audrey Staklowitz. Trent Michael Stamberger. Julissa Terrazas. Delaney Tooley. Joseph Turner. Mariela Valdez. Casey Renee Villegas. Cole J. Zimmerman. It is my pleasure to introduce Leilani Landeros, who is our senior class president, and will provide concluding remarks to the class of 2021.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Michael Scott. As I began writing this speech, this quote was the perfect way to describe what I was feeling. It seemed very unreal to me that it was our class's turn to graduate. Looking back at our time in high school, one thing many of us can agree on is that these past 4 years have flown by. Many of us have faced many challenges during these years, but we got through them. Now here we are, waiting to get our diploma and closing a chapter in our lives, only to start a new one in a few months. Going into high school, we were all planning on having 4 normal years. Unfortunately, COVID hit and everything suddenly changed. The 2 weeks that we were going to be out for turned into 6 months. We were lucky enough to go back to school in September, but nothing truly felt the same. There were so many new rules that we had to follow in order to keep us all safe. As a whole senior class, we have missed out on our regular sports seasons, concerts, band and show choir tours, FFA conventions, school dances, and getting to spend time with each other without worrying about breaking any CEC guidelines. As Annie Bernard once said, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. I think many of us can agree with this statement, as we have had a senior year unlike any other classes. Even though it wasn't the senior year we were all expecting, we should all be thankful for every memory that we have made with each other here in this school. Years from now, we will be reminiscing about our years here, and the one thing that won't change from now to then is the fact that we will always be Trojans. No matter where we're at or what we're doing, we will always be connected in this manner. As seniors, we have been united and have helped each other get through this year. This is what being a Trojan is all about. I am very grateful to have the opportunity to be standing here in front of this senior class. Each and every one of you have so much potential, and I wish you all the best of luck in all of your future plans. Just remember, once a Trojan, always a Trojan. Hats off to the class of 2021. We did it.